Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get Murda here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog app. Use code MACECAM or STAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash with your first deposit and a free pick. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mase and Cam.
Killa was good, man.
You made me bet on the Chiefs. Niggas getting at me like I was rooting for the Chiefs all year. Now I'm in the doghouse with you, and I ain't been fucking with the Chiefs all year.
I ain't in the doghouse.
Well, how's you in?
We on the move. Titletown, I always told y'all Titletown was on the move now. I'm winning the Cowboy had to be supportive in a rough time.
But you ain't fucking with the Chiefs?
I mean, y'all want me to start right now?
Yeah, I'm just asking you a question, dog. You fucking with the Chiefs? Before you start, let me say something real quick. Look, on some G shit, I love our audience, yo. Y'all niggas made us who we are today. I love y'all. But y'all gotta calm the fuck down now. For real, like, nigga, you know that we here 5 days a week for you. You know we got other shit to do. We got mad shit to do.
Man.
We stop a lot of other shit that we have to do to be here 5 days a week. We can't take no days off. Niggas, y'all running y'all on some bullshit. Y'all, where the fuck is y'all at?
So, yeah, let me read you're getting too much money, Cam. That's what
they say. We.
Titletown on the move.
And listen, man, we really got mad shit to do. We're here 5 days a week. Let me read some more comments. We're going to cut this shit to 4 days. Keep it up. So we can do other shit. Then if you say some more, we'll cut it to 3. You know we can do this once a week. We're here for you. Calm down. Niggas got shit to do. My bad, Murda. I was reading the comment. Niggas getting at us.
Cam getting comfortable.
No, they didn't say Cam, Murda.
That's what I read.
I know you. Of course you read that. God damn. But don't get me wrong. We love the passion.
Yeah.
We love that you don't want to wake up in the morning, pause, and don't want to watch them other bullshit shows. We get it. But calm down, man. You know that we worked at one time 400 and something days nonstop. New Year's, Thanksgiving. Yeah, like it was a nonstop. We worked 400 days straight. It's only 365 in there. Calm down, y'all. We not going there. Relax, man. We got a little business to take care of, all right? My bad, man. Now, go explain something.
Titletown on the move, man. I mean, we've always been, you know? And you know what I really want to tell y'all is a difference. You know, like you live in these expensive subdivisions, and there's different houses on different streets, you know? So it's Titletown. It's all Titletown, but some people live on different sides of Titletown. Like, there's a difference between a dark-skinned nigga and a light-skinned nigga, you know? There's different sides, man. People live on different sides, Cam. I couldn't wait to tell you that.
Who we join with today, man?
Yeah, I'm totally lost. I'm definitely need a written definition of Titletown.
I don't know what the complexion got to do with what side. This sounds like segregation.
It's always been segregated. Mike know this. Where Mike
Talk
Irvin
about right. Yeah, today we are joined with our analyst, Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin. Listen, Mike. Isn't there a difference between light-skinned nice niggas, pause, and dark-skinned nice niggas, you know?
It is a difference, but that ain't what we talking about. What we talking about is what the Kansas City Chiefs didn't do. Now that's that old technique I used a long time ago when I used to catch him in the club. If I can't convince him, I try to confuse him, but I get him to the room. You see what I'm saying? So you can stop all of that, buddy. You're trying to confuse us right now. Hey, Stat.
And Mike, real quick,
He was gonna walk in here today What?
No, real quick. No, what I want to say is real quick, Mike. What I want to say, because I want you to get back to your point, is that you don't just use that shit in the club. You tried to use it last week when we was discussing the knee. You couldn't convince niggas, so you tried to confuse them. But I see your technique. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, Mike. What this nigga thought he was going to do? Tell us what this nigga thought he was going to do, Mike.
But that wasn't the same. In the club, you can see if you got immediate results or not. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so yeah. But hey, people really probably thought that we took a couple of days off because Mase was calling in with the new COVID. You don't want to come and face that. Mike. Getting calls from Nick talking about, yeah, Mase ain't here, Mase ain't come, Mase. So what the hell is Mase? I him now? Okay. So I guess we finally found him. Now we back.
Yeah.
No, Mike, see, let me tell you something. I kind of knew they wasn't going to win. Let me tell you how.
God.
Let me tell you how.
Wow.
No, for real.
Wow.
Listen, you can't leave a black girl for a white girl. It just ain't gonna go good. I'm telling you. Stat know this. That boy is spinning now. 360 waves now. Yeah.
Great.
Can't leave no sister. Shout out to Nicole, you know what I'm saying?
Like a crazy.
He'd had Nicole, you'd have won that.
Wow.
The football guards didn't like that.
Wow. This is how we're starting, Mase?
Yeah, you know.
This is crazy.
I gotta take up for the sisters, you know?
Okay. Wow. Well, we have a lot to talk about. The Chiefs lost the Super Bowl. The Chiefs lost their chance at a three-peat. The Chiefs lost on the biggest stage to the Eagles, 40-22. Mike, gonna let you go first.
Wait, let me start since I got more to share.
Go ahead, Mase.
I mean, because I was saying something, I was getting to something like.
Got more pain and shit. Got more pain. I got you.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
No. Share your pain, buddy. We gonna get you right.
That was crazy, Mike. That was crazy. But you know, honestly, you got the voodoo doll. It was just so much that day, you know. It was just a lot going on. You got people trying voodoo on us. He left Nicole, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nicole, you know. I feel what you were saying, you know. And then I blame Michael Jordan. He made it too easy. Pause. He made it look too easy. He made brothers think they can win three-peats without sisters. You got to have a sister by the side if you're going three-peat. Just for all you athletes out there, if you're trying to go three-peat, you're going to need a sister with you. Only Mike been able to do it. Sometimes, pause, we make it look so easy that people think they can do it too, man. This just speaks to the greatness of Michael Jordan. 360 waves. 360 waves, baby. Is he spinning PT? 360?
Marvin Door, nigga. This nigga's spinning. Go ahead, man.
Pearl Monroe.
Nigga just naming anything. Yeah. Fuck Pearl Monroe got to do with this.
His spin, that was his move.
Oh, okay.
He didn't do nothing else but spin. Mike, it's on you, baby.
Oh, okay. Now listen, and this is what I saw. And honestly, because I know Mase is worried, but this is what I think will come out of this game. You saw total domination, and I told you guys, if that defensive line gets to Patrick Mahomes, that's over. It's over. I told you that's the only way you can beat Patrick Mahomes. And what the Kansas City Chiefs have to do right now, Mase, is they got to back up and stop. Because every year they have taken things away and taken things away. They keep saying, well, let's see what else we can win with. Well, let's see what else Patrick Mahomes can win when we take something away. We take away Tyreek Hill. We take away this. We take away, and it's gotten to the bottom now. And if I'm them, I'm going to retool. And I was looking at the draft choices, guys, that they made. And each year they take a high receiver draft choice. You know, in 22 they took Sky Moore, 23 second round pick Rasheed Rice, in 24 they took Xavier Worthy. You need to start looking at some linemen because I have ascertained as I think through this, the only way you beat them is to kill them like the Eagles did. And I'm talking about, dude, let me beat it. Them damn Eagles should get arrested for that. They should get arrested for what they did to Patrick Mahomes. Y'all remember that one play where he was throwing the ball and they stripped the ball and then they just
they knocked the shit out of him.
I mean, knocked the shit out. I was like, it's almost like somebody ripped the Matrix and he was gone. I was like, damn, where did he go? I mean, they covered him up. And I'm telling you right now, they have to start thinking Kansas City in terms of my only concern is protecting Patrick Mahomes. No more, we hear every year, we got to get Lamar Jackson this. We're going to get Josh Allen this. We're going to get somebody. We don't never hear that we're going to get Patrick Mahomes something. It's time to get him something now, and that's some protection.
Yeah, that's a great thing. I just want to say that Mase needs to study more during the season because all he does is the championship leads to the AFC. The championship's going through the AFC. I don't got time to watch this. I don't got time to watch that. And this is a testament of what happened, Murda, because the fans told me to get you. Pause. They say, all this AFC, the title's going through the AFC. Well, let me ask you, what happened?
I'm going to tell you what happened. So when you look at Philly, right, they got a good defense, but I don't think it was the defense.
Nick in there laughing at you behind your back.
I mean, I don't think
it was the defense.
I honestly don't think it was. I think when you got major turnovers in the beginning and you let any team get out that many touchdowns early, it's going to be hard, especially if you're playing against a quality team. You played in the NFL, Mike. You know if you make a lot of turnovers early, it's going to be a problem, especially against a team that's as well-rounded as the Philadelphia Eagles. They are stellar in each position. It wasn't just the defense. You had to watch Saquon running, so then that opened up the backfield, right? Is that correct, Mike?
Saquon, they bottled that nigga up, though.
That's what I'm saying. They put all of their emphasis on Saquon, which allowed A.J. Brown to get that pass, which allowed even now you got rookies getting touchdowns. It was just one of those games that's not supposed to happen towards great teams. And when I say great, I'm thinking of people who can make the adjustment. I'm thinking of Floyd Mayweather's. I'm thinking of Jordan. I'm thinking of people in that caliber. When you're a great team, you don't have an off game. You may have an off quarter. You can go as far as an off half, but you should never have an off game because that plays into your psyche about how you're not able to regroup. So when I was thinking about the Chiefs, I actually stopped watching it because I didn't see another team with that type of mental fortitude. Before we come to the championship, we all, and Nick got the tape since he back there laughing. Nick, if you go back to the last tape, I was saying if there was a team that could beat them, the Eagles would be the team because they had the things that was like kryptonite to the Chiefs. But I still thought they would figure out a way to win. You know, all jokes aside, Kate, Nicole and all of that and Voodoo Dolls to the side. I definitely thought the Chiefs had what it took mentally to beat them, but if you look on paper, they were dominated at each department other than the quarterback. Every position, they had a better person at that position. So when Cam say study, that lets you know I did study.
I mean, honest with you, fans don't want to hear that shit, Murda. Niggas don't want to hear all that.
Yeah, you know.
The mental fortitude. Nah, niggas.
I'm not saying, it's over for the light-skinned niggas.
Well,
that's what the Super Bowl
I'm trying to tell you, I know you're very articulate, very smart, but you brush teams off week after week after week and say, yo, I don't got to pay attention to these niggas. I ain't got to do that. So I'm not saying that you don't know what you're talking about, but you brush everybody off. I don't got time to watch losers. I ain't got time for this. The championship's coming through the AFC pussy anyway, so why the fuck would I be watching these niggas? So I'm not acting like you don't know what to do when it's time to do it, but you brushed everybody off. Now, what I think is this, seriously, this is who the Chiefs been all year. They've been getting by all year, putting a Band-Aid on some shit that needs stitches. All year.
Killa and the refs didn't help us.
That's what happened.
Them niggas didn't show up. That's who didn't show up. The refs didn't show up.
That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. They put the camera on. They put the camera on Taylor Swift. They booed Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
All the extra shit.
She walked in there with Ice Spice. That wasn't part of the agreement.
Yeah. You know the nigga Donald Trump. He said he tweeted the only person that had a rougher night than Patrick Mahomes, pardon me, than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. MAGA is unforgiven because they was booing her. But this is a testament, seriously, this is really a testament of who the Kansas City Chiefs was all year. Week after week, we keep seeing the referees make calls. Even in the playoffs, me and Mike was talking about it last time we was up here. We sit there and watch the Kansas City Chiefs get away with murder week after week to when they end up being, I know they lost 2 games, but they really lost 1 game, whether it's the referees, whether special teams messed up, whether the defense came through last minute, whether they kicked the field goal. And we like, these motherfuckers keep winning. And this is just what happens with like I said, a cut, injury that needs stitches, and you keep putting a Band-Aid open on it, pause, and then they say, okay, it's an infection. That's what happened. I don't agree. I don't agree with Mase when he says that the defense didn't do it. Them niggas was clowning their offensive line. I seen, I can't think of the player's name. He said, we came into the game knowing that the Kansas City Chiefs' weakness was their offensive line. They only blitzed 2 times the whole game. They rushed 4 niggas the whole game. What you said, Mike? I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, they only...
That was late in the game.
Right, and that was late.
It was late when they blitzed. They hadn't whooped your ass already. They just did that to get something on the stat sheet.
Right, exactly. They rushed 4 the whole time. And Mike, you made a great point. I didn't look at it like that because we're so focused a lot of times on what Tyreek Hill says. It's like, he wants to leave. And they like, oh, he shouldn't have left the Chiefs, But every year they keep nitpicking and taking people away and getting, and no disrespect when I say Juju's Smith, the nigga Juju, I ain't got time to, he got a tongue twister name and all that. Poor. Yeah, Smith-Schuster and all that. That's my nigga when he was in Pittsburgh. I fuck with him. But you're going to be like, oh, we can make him hot again. It's one of them things, like you said, Mike, if you put him with Pat or anybody with Pat, you're expecting greatness. And I think that the Eagles just exposed that. You know, I went with the Chiefs last minute because I said if anybody could do it, it's Patrick Mahomes. But Mase did make a great point. That team is so well-rounded that they should not have lost it all. Listen, I've seen so many people try to downplay Jalen Hurts' performance as well. And I'm like, bro, nobody's fucking happy out here. Nobody's happy out here. You sit there and say we're not going to get Saquon, we're not going to let Saquon Barkley beat us, end up finishing with 57 yards. But then Jalen Hurts does a great job and you say, well, he managed the game. The boy was throwing good passes. He threw 1 interception. He was dropping them in the basket. Whether it was Devontae Smith, whether it was A.J. Brown, they did their thing, man. And you have to give props to the Philadelphia Eagles. And everybody's so quick to jump the gun because we're in the internet era. Are they the new Chiefs? Are they the new dynasty? Calm the fuck down and let's find out. What I will say is this, Mike, and I'll let you go next, is that I seen Dak Prescott. He said, yeah, we right there with the Eagles. You know, we could, if they could do it, we could do it. What the fuck kind of shit they smoking in Dallas, Mike? Because next time I see you, have that shit with me. Yo, we right there with the Eagles. No, you're not, Dak. You can't even stay on the fucking field for a full season. Calm the fuck down. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles, and y'all well deserved this, man. Very good, because not only that, not like I said, real quick, Mike, because what I want to, sorry about that, I just want to say because they went through a lot of scrutiny throughout the year. They was in the Super Bowl couple years ago. Then last year they had a terrible year. Then when this year started, Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown isn't getting along. A.J. Brown is on the side reading books. Are they the same team? They didn't get off to a great start, but they finished great. We sat there talking about Buffalo all year. We sat there and talked about Baltimore all year. We sat there and said, well, if Joe Burrows and them could sneak into the playoffs, they'll be all right. We kind of brushed the Eagles off, and not saying that we didn't think they were going to be somebody in the NFC to watch, but we were so busy focusing on the Vikings, focusing on the Lions, saying, I'm talking about early in the season. Well, if San Francisco get healthy, they might make a move. Nobody was picking the Eagles unless you probably lived in Philadelphia or a major Eagles fan. So I just want to give them their props. Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
Right, and it is. And I held off talking about Philadelphia because we wanted to ride in on Mase over there, but the dude's supposed to start with the champions, and they are the champions. And let me tell you something. I talked about this on our show Monday morning, like when they asked the question, what did Jalen Hurts prove with this Super Bowl win? And I said, okay, well, that he can run that offense, that he's a good quarterback for that offense. And I absolutely actually apologized to Jalen Hurts. I went home and thought about it more, and I was like, man, wait a minute. This dude did so much more than that, and it's so much deeper than that. Think about this. Think about all we saw his plight. I was telling you guys that measurement and distance travel. You got pulled from a championship game. Another guy came in and threw a championship game-winning touchdown. Then you got trained and you transferred. Any place, anywhere along that line, you could have said, man, this ain't for me, and gotten out. But he believed in himself, and he got back to this point. And here's what I'm talking about, too. Yes, I've been antiquated. I think all of us have been antiquated in our thoughts and process about what a quarterback is, because we remember Peyton Manning and Tom Brady sitting in the pocket, distributing the ball, and winning championships. So we equate that with championships. Now, we have been fighting as African-American quarterbacks that get in, and certainly running quarterbacks that get in. And a lot of that fight has been because, they have the ability shoulders down, but secretly they dumb. They don't have the ability shoulders up. They can't read the defense. When somebody says that's a running quarterback, the hint, underlying word is what they're saying is, he can't read the defense, so he has to bring it down and run. That's why you always heard a running quarterback can't ever win a championship. And Jalen Hurts, here again, blazed a new trail. Think about the talent that came in prior to him. Randall Cunningham ran way better than him. Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, those were ooh-wee runners. Ooh-wee. Every time they made a play, ooh-wee. Jalen Hurts is just the ooh. He not the wee. He just the ooh. He gonna tush push. You see what I mean? Wow. Just a tush push. But he has great leadership, and it's incredible what he has done. He has knocked the door down for the so-called running quarterback, and in a sense, the African-American quarterback, because now the thing that they always held against them was, you can't win a championship with that style of play. Jalen Hurts says, yes, you can. And now you can go get the rest of those brothers and bring them in the league. So you got to give them all the credit in the world, man, for standing there. You would have thought Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson would be the one that gets this honor. But it wasn't. It was Jalen Hurts. And he deserves everything he's getting.
That's like your man Sean Payton, right? He don't like the black quarterbacks, right?
Well, the whole thing was a lot of coaches didn't like the black quarterback because, like they said, they didn't think they could think through a process like that.
I said Sean Payton, Mike. I said Sean Payton, Mike.
Sean Payton,
Mike. Yeah. I asked you, Sean.
Oh, you trying to go back to Russell Wilson? I can dig it. But I understand Sean Payton's situation with Russell. Russell could read. He was just too damn short.
What?
And those guys started learning. We just got to put our arms up.
Heard that before, Mike.
And keep Russell. What's that?
That he's too short. But when I said it, I sounded crazy. I just had to co-sign that.
Right. No,
keep going.
It is spin day.
And Sean likes to play pre-snap. So like that's what it worked with Drew Brees. You're that short. You ain't gonna, you won't be able to see everybody when they get close to you. So play pre-snap. Understand where you're going with the ball before they snap the ball. And Russ is actually a post-snap player, so they were gonna collide. I didn't like the way they collided on the sideline, but I saw him collide with his quarterback this year. But them two white guys got it together and went on to do some good things.
Well, Mike, for the viewers out there, can you let everybody know what's the proper pause size for a quarterback so you and Stat can stop using this?
Yeah, because Russell Wilson's and I'm not really going to attribute that to Mike. Stat went to the game in Pittsburgh, and she says Russell Wilson's kind of short to see over the offensive and defensive line. But when he was winning, it was just fine, and Mike Tomlin made the right decision. But then when they start losing, I realized the problem. He's too short. He actually should have 2 Super Bowls. He's a play call away from not having 2 Super Bowls. He's a Super Bowl champion Stat. But go ahead, I digress.
But Cam, back then, those Super Bowl championships that Russell got, Super Bowl opportunities that he got in Seattle, that was a younger Russell. He was short, but he could move. Now he's short and stuck. That's a problem. You can't move like you used to. So that's what Stat is talking about, because now when you get trapped in that pocket and you can't whirl and twirl and get out of that pocket because your ass too short and you can't throw the ball, you can't see over nobody, that becomes a problem. You try to deal with it as best you can. But
Stat didn't say anything about him being slow. Stat, we're not letting you put 10 on 20.
I did say that too, but I said I trust Mike Tomlin, so if that's his decision, go for it.
So what's the height? What's the height, Mike?
Not 5'9".
He's not 5'9".
I'm telling yo, if you look at the video, because I interviewed Russell Wilson, we're like the same height.
You're not getting another
We are like
interview,
the
Stat.
same height.
I hope you know that.
We are like the same height.
Keep rolling the dice.
All I'm going to
Keep
say, that's just stating facts. That's all.
Right now.
That's all I'm saying. He's like 5'9".
Sierra gonna see Stat.
Sorry. I didn't say anything else. He's about 5'9". That's the truth. You can look at the videos. You can check the stats. That's all I got to say.
Mike, I do want to say, okay, Stat, you and your father talking about we discovered the problem if they went to the game. 6'1". There
6'1" is the height.
6'1", I want a minimum of 6'1", because those guys rushing you going to be 6'5", 6'4", you know. So I need a minimum of 6'1" so you can see it and get it over. That's a minimum.
Yeah, I want to, real quick, Mike, I just want to add on to what you said for some of the audience who may not know about Jalen Hurts when he was at Alabama, how he got benched for Tua, and Tua came in, and then he came back, and then had to transfer to Oklahoma, to where they don't really know his journey, and you tapped in on it a little bit. But it wasn't like one of these easy journeys to get to exactly where he's at. So I just want to give Jalen Hurts a lot of love, because the next day he was getting love, but it was like a backhanded compliment, if you ask me. A lot of sports shows the next day, they didn't give him the championship, Super Bowl championship love / MVP / I'm going to Disney World love that I think he deserves. Secondly, to me, he outplayed Patrick Mahomes in 2 Super Bowls. He just happened to lose the last Super Bowl that they played, but he actually outplayed Patrick Mahomes in the first Super Bowl that they played against each other. And he had a late fumble, which changed momentum in the last Super Bowl, which they could have probably won. The Kansas City Chiefs won that by a field goal. But I just want to give Jalen Hurts his props, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jalen Hurts. I'll be at the parade.
You know,
Killa, you know I got we had a lot of fun in Philly, Killa.
We did.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
There was a stat that I think a lot of people didn't catch in the Super Bowl game, was that the Chiefs didn't cross over the 50-yard line until the third quarter with 7 minutes to go. I mean, that was a pretty impressive stat to keep them off the 50-yard line side for 3.5 quarters.
Well, Larry, if we keeping it Super 100, wait, Mike, if we keeping it Super 100, Vegas won. Vegas won. It wasn't the Eagles. Vegas won.
100. If we keep it in Super 100, and you said had it not been for them turnovers, y'all would have been fine. Super 100, like, I don't know where you pulled that from. They had 23 yards in the whole first half. If they didn't turn the ball over, you went 23 yards. You see what I'm saying?
Mike, you left
So there
out
was
the
no
voodoo
way
doll, though. You left out the voodoo
turnovers.
doll. Did you see the voodoo doll?
No, wait, listen. Hey, I swear to you.
Mike, you be
I heard them
into
laughing
church and
too.
all that. You know what the voodoo doll did.
When you brought that up, right, when you brought that up and they started laughing, I'm like, I ain't messing with that. I don't want no voodoo on me. You know what I mean? I saw that lady, and let me tell you something. That lady was rhythmic, so she was chanting stuff. It wasn't like just voodoo. It was a rhythmic continuation of it. They were voodooing that man. They did that voodoo.
And I wouldn't have brought it up. I wouldn't have brought it up unless it was New Orleans. New Orleans, I had to take that serious.
Right.
I take that serious
Me too.
no matter what the
Me
state,
too.
but New Orleans
Yeah.
is definitely.
When I
one of
saw
them
that, I
cities.
said, "Oh, I see what they're doing. I see what's
They
going
did the George. That's why Ali and them did the George Foreman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, gotta be careful with that.
And then real quick, because I kind of wanted to further discuss that Dak Prescott quote that you brought up, basically saying that the Cowboys are right there with the Eagles. And I know it sounds crazy, right? But I think it was one of those things that's like, okay, if the Eagles can beat the Chiefs, we have the potential to do it too. And I'm in no way comparing the Cowboys to the Eagles. But Mike, I did kind of want to know a little bit more of your thoughts on that since he does have a career record of 9-4 against the Eagles. So he's just kind of comparing. But what do you think about what Dak had to say?
Well, I think it's absolutely crazy right now to say right now. And I understand what he's trying to mean because usually when you're a division opponents like that, you play each other so much, you know each other so well that, yeah, you can play that team tight. I mean, each year that we won a Super Bowl, Washington wasn't very good, but then we would go to Washington and they would beat us. The year we were 1-15, we didn't win a game. The only game we won was we beat Washington, and that year they had won the Super Bowl. So he's equating the divisional battles. But once you come outside those divisional battles, you have to have another notch because you're not so familiar with the opponents. And the Philadelphia Eagles have those other notches to go beat you in many different ways when the Dallas Cowboys have not. So I just think that's superfluous. That's too many words that said nothing.
Well, I'm done with the Chiefs. I'm auctioning off my red cowboy hat. So on the Is What It Is page, y'all can vote how much y'all want to pay for the Chiefs hat.
Wait, I have a follow-up question. So if you're done with the Chiefs,
Right.
where are you in Philly right now? Like, where are you at? Are you switching to basketball solely? Like,
I'm on the move. The Titletown is on the move, baby.
Okay.
I told you I got to be at the parade on Friday.
Okay.
Philly accepts me.
Okay. Do they? Actually, every Philly fan, every Eagles fan, please let us know in the comments down below if you guys are accepting Mase to join y'all. I would love to know. We can make that a poll.
They got to accept the founder and the president of Titletown. All I do is come to promote the trophy, you know? Now, how would you feel, Stat, you see me with the trophy on Friday?
I would feel some type of way, and you would not be part of the Eagles Titletown train. You just wouldn't. So I'm going to leave it up to the real Philly fans so they can let us know how they're feeling. Okay. We are going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss this Super Bowl halftime show performance. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. Wanna be free. Why am I here this woman wanna be free? Hell, I don't wanna see her walk away. I wish somebody told me the rules. Disagreements let her win, then it's cool. Even when I'm right, this ain't about
Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. Tonight, the Bucks will play the Timberwolves. Underdog has Anthony Edwards at 30.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Who they play again?
The Bucks.
Bucks and Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Higher. Going higher.
Yeah, Greek Freak is out. He should have a field day. Higher.
Okay, Damian Lillard's at 26.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
Greek Freak is out. He should be scoring as well.
Yeah, higher.
Okay, and Kuzma's at 1.5 3-pointers made. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
I'm going higher.
I haven't seen him play with the Bucks yet. This be a great matter of fact. I'm gonna make sure I tune into that game tonight. See if is his hair still blonde?
I think so.
Lower.
We'll see how it is when he plays though. So, okay. If you guys like these picks, remember you always get a free pick if you're not already on Underdog. So make sure to support the show, sign up now, and you can make your picks too. So now it's time for us to discuss this halftime performance by Kendrick Lamar, which the stats are saying this is the most viewed halftime show ever. It peaked at 133.5 million viewers with guest appearances by Samuel Jackson as Uncle Sam, Serena Williams, and SZA. Mike, what were your thoughts on this halftime show performance?
Well, I thought it was an incredible performance. I mean, when you look at the scope of all that he did, all of the people in sync and going red, white, and blue, and all of the messages that he put in that performance, I thought it was an incredible performance. Now, I'm a bit biased because, as I told you guys, I watched the Michael Jackson performance live in Pasadena, and to me, that was the standard. That was the standard. But Kendrick Lamar did a hell of a job in delivering a hell of a message in so many ways. You can tell, I never met him, that he's a pretty smart, slick guy. Artist, I should say. A pretty smart, slick, delivering artist.
Mike, what was the message that he sent in your from your vantage point?
Dude, he was sending so many messages, having Uncle Sam out there, Samuel L. playing Uncle Sam. Hey, there was a lot in there. I mean, you could tell. And even the way he played with Drake, you know, he didn't just chop his head off. He gave him all them little tiny stabs, that old slow stabbing. You know, I can't play this because they may sue me. I'm going to do it anyway, you know. So, yeah, it was a lot in there.
Killer?
And having that man, and having Serena up there, having that man X up there bounce like that. And then somebody, I saw it on social media somewhere, where Drake was saying, you know, you give your heart to something and all of that, and they just kind of trounce on it like that. I was like, wow, this is it. Hey, man, I see how this rap stuff gets you back in the corner. You really want to take a nigga out. Y'all taking it too far.
You know, it's crazy. Boosie says Serena giving hurt vibes. Nigga left her. That's what Boosie says. Boosie said, I'm getting it. Mad at nigga left me vibes from that. Go hang out with this nigga. We gonna do a show. Well, I gotta get Boosie. We gotta get Boosie on the show. Boosie knows sports. Boosie's really good. As far as look, it was a great performance. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about the performance. Some people say it wasn't good. Some people say it was dope. I think that, me personally, it was dope for Kendrick Lamar because he didn't capitulate. He didn't say, I'm going to do the halftime show that everybody wants to see. I'm going to bring you to my world. I'm not going to necessarily have a bunch of, theatricals that people usually have. He said, I'm going to bring the Super Bowl and the audience into my world, whether you like it or not. Come into my world. But it was really personal. The shit that you just said, Mike, looking in the camera, playing games with Drake like that, saying his name throughout the performance. And then at the very end of the shit, nigga put game over like I'm done with you type vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was a great performance. I think that Kendrick Lamar is a great actor. Was it my favorite Super Bowl performance? No. But I thought it was a great, great performance because he didn't say, I need, you know how many people was like, what song is this? Including us. The reason we didn't know the first few songs, but that's what I said I liked about it. He's like, learn them and Google him, because you have to realize he's coming off winning 3 Grammys, 5 Grammys, whatever it was last week. So now off these Grammy wins, the audience wants to say, okay, who's this guy that beat out Beyonce? Who's this guy who beat out Taylor Swift? Who's this guy that beat out Bruno Mars for these Grammys, because he swept all his categories? So they're like, let's watch this. So that was very smart of him. Everybody's going to be watching me. I just killed the Grammys. Now let me show y'all niggas what I do. I'm not going to go into your world. Y'all going to come into mine. And I thought that was very smart of him.
Well, I'm going to speak for the people.
He wore that lowercase A. He wore that lowercase A necklace. He was just sending all kind of symbols. That lowercase A that signify a minor. It's the minor A.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. I saw a lot of messages.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be an objective voice just so we can hear what the other fans were thinking that didn't think it was such a great performance. Let me start by saying watching the Super Bowl, you watch Usher, you watch Rihanna, you see Michael Jackson, you see Prince. So there's already a status, regardless of what you came in to perform. And shout out to Top Dog and everybody out there in the LA scene. What I was more so looking forward to was if he would have came out with all of the people, like Cam said, bring them into his world. His world is LA. So if he would have brought out a bunch of gang members on stage, that would have been something for the Super Bowl to see, you know?
Blood and Crips, right? Red and...
No.
There was something.
No, I mean,
That was
like
representing
the people,
America.
Yeah, I'm talking about the people that were at the pop-out show. That was an amazing show. And not taking anything away from this show, but it lacked energy for me. I mean, even from the outfit selection, from the lights, just everything. It just, to me, from my understanding, it wasn't what I thought a Super Bowl should be.
I don't think that your take is wrong.
Yeah.
I think that he just took advantage of the people watching them and said, all right, let me get niggas to go see where I'm at. If you like it, you like it. If you don't. But I totally agree with you.
And what I'm saying is, so people don't take it, and I know they're going to make a soundbite about it, but just creatively, even if you're going into Kendrick's world, I would have came out with Mustard. That would have been the way you just walk out, pause, to where the crowd was more hype, and then I would have got into Euphoria. All the things, 2 of the things that he did. And if you're going to diss Drake, do the whole song. We want the whole song. I mean, you're going to get sued for it. If he's going to sue, let him sue for the whole song. I thought the people would have went much more crazier. And if that was what he wanted to convey, he conveyed what he wanted. So I'm not here to say he made the wrong choices, but I'm just saying from what the other people are thinking, not saying they didn't like the performance. They're judging them between Michael Jackson. Who else?
To be totally honest with you, not even going back that far. And he was a part of this when Dr. Dre did it a few years ago. Mm-hmm. His shit was crazy. And Kendrick was a part of that.
Yeah, it's a energy, and just like, and to Kendrick's credit, there's a lot of other songs that he could have performed that he didn't, that was for that time. But I guess he was just introducing people to his new music.
So I have a lot of thoughts, and I'll keep it short. I actually attended my first Super Bowl, so I was there. When I first seen it, I didn't know how I felt about it. I had to go back and rewatch it via the TV because it looks very different based on the field versus how it's, performed towards the TV. But I think he did a great job of representing who he is, because there were a lot of, slight messages that a lot of people didn't fully understand to begin with. Because really, with Samuel Jackson being Uncle Sam, him saying, oh, Kendrick, don't do that song. This is too ghetto. This is too loud. And then by obeying Uncle Sam, he switched gears and then went to humble and did what was considered popular for the masses. It wasn't supposed to be, let me just play what everybody wants to hear. It was supposed to be, I'm sending a message. It's Black History Month. I'm on one of the biggest stages of the year, and I'm going to represent Black people. That's what I got from it. And I know, people wanted to hear, I don't know, like, we gonna be all right and different things, but that's why it was like, as he disobeyed Uncle Sam's messages, it kind of took you along to tell a story. So like that's what Samuel Jackson represented. And, you know, people can argue about what Serena represented, but she is from Compton and she did her thing, which also was confusing for me because I was actually in the same suite as her and she got up and left and we were wondering where she went. She went down to do the performance. I think it tied in a lot of things that if you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't. But I think that represented kind of his music and the culture as a whole. So I think he did a great job, but I don't think it was for everybody because it's either you understood it or you didn't really vibe with it because it wasn't his popular hits. But I think he took a chance and I think it was a cool chance to do on one of the biggest stages with all those people kind of tuning in and watching. So I get everybody's points, but that's kind of what I took from it after seeing it over again. It was pretty cool. But I totally understand where you're coming from too, because it's like we ain't bopping, but some people.
Yeah,
are.
no, I'm not saying you have to bop. I'm saying whatever you're, just like anything, whatever you're trying to convey, you as a speaker, you want to make sure it's clear.
Let me tell you, and I'll use an example of this. Like when I was trying to, like, on the verge of getting a deal or trying to get a deal, or right around, I don't know if we doing mixtapes, Mase or whatever. And Jay-Z was just coming out as an artist, and Nas kind of was out a little bit before Jay-Z. And I was telling this girl, I was at this girl house, I'm like, yo, Nas is crazy. She like, I like Jigga. And I'm like, Nas, yo. And she like, Cam, I like Jigga. I don't have time to go to the club and bring my dictionary with me. I just want to have a good time when I go to the club. I don't feel like thinking. If I'm taking a long car ride, maybe I want to think. But when I go out, I don't need my dictionary with me. And I always kept that in mind when I wrote. There's certain things are for certain things and certain things are for certain things. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what this kind of is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last thing I will say, what he did kind of have in there, he was said, the revolution will be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. So he kind of said, look, I'm here.
That 2 weeks
so,
ago.
I'm just saying, but he changed it up a little bit and said it on the stage. So hey.
Remix shit.
Hey, I'm just saying.
It's always some shit we just say, man.
What's the revolution?
And y'all did just say that.
Nah. And this is not Kendrick. What's the revolution? I want to know the revolution. What's the revolution? Help me out, Stat.
It's up for interpretation. But that's to Cam's point. Not everybody wants to be reading the whole book. But hey, if you read the book, you read the book. So that's all I'm going to say. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about the halftime performance. A lot of different parts to it. But that's kind of I think that's the fun of it, us all kind of breaking it down. Okay, so Chiefs fans and Swifties have been leaving fake bad reviews to CJ Gardner Johnson's mother's restaurant in Florida after he trolled Travis Kelce saying he should have stayed with that thick shit. Mike, do you think he was wrong for what he said? And then how do you feel about the reactions from the fans going on his mom's restaurant's page, leaving bad reviews?
Wait, the Sauce Gardner said he should stay with that thick shit?
Yes.
The same thing that Mase started the show with.
Mike, you trying to get me attacked, Mike?
Right. And now they're writing bad reviews. I mean, come on, man. We gotta be careful with this. That man ain't take the white woman over the black woman. He took the green over all women. And I can dig that and understand it. You know what I mean? Y'all let that man do his thing. But that was a beautiful girl he had. That was the gold girl was a beautiful girl. And did y'all see her trolling too? There was no one more happy than her. Because it was like she knows that's the only way, and I know I ain't on the football field, it's the only way I can bring pain to them rich jokers over there. And she enjoyed that moment. And I saw many clips having a good time. So, I don't know if that's the reason that you leave the black woman and go to the white woman and now you lose, but, yeah. So all you can say to that.
Real quick for context for what Mike is saying, she is seen on the field throwing up the Eagles confetti and like celebrating on the field.
She was talking about Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
I seen that video. I was like, yo, bitches be hurt. Bitches be hurt. And that's what Boosie meant about Serena. I know this, I'm not calling Serena a bitch or whatever, but this is when this is the shit, because you got to realize, Get over it. All this shit. Like, it ain't like it was last year, even with Serena and Drake, homegirl, with Travis. Niggas, they be in the house hurt, Murda, watching this shit like, yeah, they keep showing this bitch Taylor Swift every 2 fucking seconds. This they got it sting, P.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sting. Because anybody who doing their thing or moved on, getting money, got a new relationship, or anything else is not dwelling on they ex-nigga. Not purposely going to Philly. I'm not saying, I don't know where she's from. Maybe she is from Philly. I have no idea. But the point being is they're not dwelling on the old nigga and doing this. I'm not dwelling on none of my old bitches. I don't give a fuck what they doing, yo. I do not care what none of my old hoes is doing. I'm not even, you know, sometimes you're like, I hope they not doing well. I hope they doing great. I wish that, I hope all y'all, my ex-girl, I hope y'all living wonderfully. Because you know why? I know they sneaking over and sneaking what I'm doing. I know it. And I know it hurt. I know it hurt. Because they counted me out and they still counting. You know what I'm saying? They've been counting me out for 30 years. Niggas still counting. So
Can you, Cam?
For me?
Cam, can you, with all of your old friends, still make a phone call and they'll still listen to you or hear you or chat with you to all of those old friends?
See, that's
y'all leave?
That's a great question, Mike. That's a great question because what I was telling Mase and Stat probably a year ago is that I always end up leaving. The last time a girl left me was in 2nd grade. I put gum in her hair. Girls don't leave me. So it hurts sometimes. But to answer your question is that I could communicate with the girls who moved on. So girls who have an attitude and still have pain, they still have an attitude with you. I have girls now, right? A girl may say something, and I may say something on the show and get my years confused because a lot of shit went on in my life since I was 92, 93, since I was in high school. So I'll sit there and say, yo, about 2005, I remember me and this girl doing this. And the girl I even messed with, like, you was with me in 05. So I'm just a little confused on how you was with her in 05 when we were supposed to be doing this. And I said, well, maybe I got the motherfucking error. I don't fucking know. But it's funny. I do have 2 or 3 ex-friends. I actually spoke to one of my ex-girlfriends yesterday, congratulating us on the show and everything else. You know why? Because she getting money and she getting other things. She got other shit going on. She has 3 hair salons in Chicago. She travels the world. She goes on vacation 2 weeks at a time every other month. She has employees. She dates. When you don't have nothing going on and you have nothing else to ponder on, it's not going to be a healthy relationship because you have nothing to do all day but watch what I'm doing or what anybody else, and that don't have to be me. When you're busy, you can't focus on that, Mike. So to answer your question, I got a couple, but I got some that sting so bad because the Bruce Leroy glow didn't go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? Look, Mike, I'm sensational. Niggas still be wanting me to play Jello ball. I be having to remind niggas how old I am. I'm like, what do you mean play a one-on-one? Man, I'm trying to play in a 40 and over league. You get what I'm saying? Because I got so much swag or Riz, pardon me, Stat, and I look good and the young girls is on me. And they like, you know, nostalgia's in, Mike. I know. Matter of fact, me and Mike, we talked like behind the scenes. He know they on us. He know they on us. They on us, Mike. I don't know, they on us, man. So me and Mike talk.
Yeah. Let me tell you the difference because what I've always said, I anytime there's a departure, I want them thinking that's
departure. I like departure.
Right. And you want them thinking that's on their turn. Because see, like, okay, they don't even come after you rappers or artists and anything like that. But football players, they know, I'm going to say you did something. I said, no, what you going to do? You know what I'm saying? They try to hold you hostage. So if it's on them, then they don't hold you hostage. You know, I said, girl, you broke my heart. I give you those words. You broke my, stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah, see, the thing about that, Mike.
Always come back.
The thing about that for me, Mike, is that if it's on them, I'll still be in a relationship. I can't sit around happy and wait for them to be like, let me do dumb shit so they can leave me because they'll just put up with it.
You created.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm just telling you what I heard. I don't know nothing about it. I'm just telling y'all what I heard. You know, there's some things you learn by going through it, and there's some things you learn by picking up a book or just listening to other people. You ain't got experience, so, you know, that's how I got that information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Killa, I wanted to ask you something before we go to the next topic. Do you think like the beef with Kendrick and Drake is over now?
It seemed like from Kendrick's, see, the thing about it is this, it seemed like from Kendrick's point of view, he put game over, but you got to realize he's about to go on tour. So the song going to be out another 3-4 months, and you're going to see it on the internet, you're going to see it on social media, and you're going to see it YouTube. You're going to see it. So the song's not about to go away because now he's actually going to go on tour. So it could be over for Kendrick, but I don't know. I haven't spoken to Drake or anything. So at the end of the day, like Mike said, and I'm not promoting this, after all this shit, and not just the Super Bowl, you have a lot of people, and if you didn't see it, yesterday I put out an episode of Talk with Flea where I actually talked about the battle. Make sure you go check out Talk with Flea where I talked about Kendrick Lamar. The episode's out now. You don't really know where Drake's mindset is at because it isn't just the battle. You got niggas that you fuck with now rocking with niggas that don't even know Kendrick. So Sin brought this to my attention to where Drake may have wrote something for somebody.
Yeah.
Or helped them do a hook or vice versa.
Yeah.
And now they having Super Bowl halftime parties talking about dun, 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 you know what I'm saying? So niggas is like, you know, you taking a list probably like, when this nigga need to go platinum, all right, so you don't, I don't know where his mind state is at. So is it over? I don't know. But me personally, when niggas ask my opinion about it, is like this. Look, Drake can rap, and I'm not taking that away from him. But to me, I said this on the show, and y'all could, like I said, get more in depth. Is he losing this particular battle? Yes. Kendrick Lamar can rap. But the one thing is that the West Coast will not stop supporting, especially a rapper in their prime. When they do this shit right here, it isn't just LA. It's the whole state of California. It's Oregon. It's Washington. It's New Mexico. It's Arizona. It's Nevada. And Drake isn't from New York, but I was explaining that you can't even get New York to say New York. You got, I'm from Brooklyn, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm a Queens nigga. Fuck you talking about? Look at Nick over there. Yeah, Queens over there now. Harlem.
Queens get the money.
Yeah, Queens get the money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas doing all this Bronx, nigga. You know what I'm saying? New York can't even say New York. So when you do this shit, this unifies a whole section of the United States to where you can't even say the East Coast because niggas is sectioning off the small part of town that they're from. So I don't know if it's over now. It's a great question. I can't answer it.
Yeah. The reason why I say that is because when you're dealing with rap battles, there's a lot that goes into battles. Sometimes you could beat a person rap-wise, but you can't beat all the street antics that come with them. And a lot of times people get over on the street antics and not actually could beat the rapper rapping. You know, but I think this was a really good battle. I do believe, I look at Drake and Kendrick like Kendrick won the popular vote and it just superseded anything that Drake could have done. And I think when it comes to battle rap, Kendrick is probably a better battle rap. I think people will agree with that, and that Drake is just a better song maker. And sometimes you're a better song maker, but you got to pick your battles wisely. You definitely got to pick them wisely.
But see, that's the thing, Mason, and not to linger on this.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree with you, but if you ask West Coast niggas, they're going to say he's not a better song maker. I'm not saying that right or wrong. They're going to support no matter what, yo. It's not even an argument. What you mean he got songs? He just won the Grammys, right? And even though it's for a diss record, you gotta realize Drake won the Grammy off a diss record. So it isn't like Drake doesn't understand this. But Kendrick Lamar makes great music as well. It's just that Drake is more rounded, I would say.
Who's a better rapper than you?
Just rap. It depends on what you want to hear. It's the same thing to me. Like that's why I gave the Nas Jay-Z comparison. Do you want to think? Do you want to sit there and break down the lyrics and sit there and say, read the message, so to speak?
According to hip hop, who's the better?
I'm not hip hop. I can't answer that.
Mike. I'm trying to have honest conversation, you know?
Because now it's about what you want for that day. Like, for real, like on some G shit, I'm not even being funny, is because listen, we listen to Jay-Z. It's hustler motivation shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, that shit motivates you to go get some money. Nas shit, he got that with him, but then he go do a song like, I know I can, I know, it really don't relate to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's about kind of what you want at the time, but then Nas will sit there and make shootouts and say, to check Tanisha, fat ass real fly with the blonde Caesar. Two-seater summertime fettuccine, she pushed the two-seater.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got a little bit of all that. So it's about your taste at the particular time, pause.
Well, these are great questions.
We still didn't get an answer.
Spin 360 ways.
Make sure you get no answer.
With the new brush.
Yeah, everybody else spinning.
With the new brush. Yeah, shout out to Kendrick and shout out to Drake. It's hip-hop, man. That's the way to really look at it. Nobody take this, be offended. Just get in the booth and pause, go harder, because that's what hip-hop is. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. Sometimes you're better than people and they like the other person more. That's how it goes. It goes like that even with ladies, you know? You got to get over it.
Yeah, great points. Even though I'm not the voice of hip hop or rap, that is y'all. I am the voice of Gen Z, and I'm going to say regardless, we still bumping Kendrick and we bumping Drake. So do what you want with that. Listen to who you want to listen to. At the end of the day, the discussion is still going to keep continuing because people have their views, and that's that. But with that being said, that is all the time we have for today. Mike, it was a pleasure to have you all of this football season.
Yo, Mike, I'm going to miss you, Mike, man.
Yes.
Yo, man, it was great having you on the show, bro. We love you, man.
Where Mike going?
Football season,
football season, Mike. Right. Mike, I'll let you hold the red cowboy hat, man. If they don't buy it, you know.
Yo, Mike, we gotta call the agent and see what else we could do, man. We gotta wait till next season, if not, man. But yo, thank you so much. You brought so much knowledge, credibility, and your personality to the show, man. We can't thank you more than enough for being part of the show, and I gained a great new friend, man, off the show as well, man. I just want to tell you I love you and thank you so much for being a part of this.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike, thank you. And also, they told me down there in Atlanta that T.I. was actually the first guy that had the sweater, you know, over his shirt like that. So you actually wasn't the guy. But we appreciate you being here, Mike, and we look forward to using the glass house.
Yeah, Mike, it was a pleasure, and thanks for being my Miami partner.
Mike.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uncle YSL. Till next time, Uncle YSL.
Right. I appreciate you guys too, man. I really do, man. I'm a football player, pure football player. And in order to get through life, I have to find locker rooms to help me mitigate this crazy shit I got up here and everything. So I appreciate you guys inviting me in your locker room, inviting me in your lives, and crossing paths. Cam, I remember when you first called me and Dion first called me, I was like, but man, this has made my year. With me leaving the NFL Network and picking up, this has made my year because I get a chance to talk more to our people and to talk our way and show that side. So, man, I love you guys, man, and I can't wait to do this again.
I'm about to cry, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, Mike. You family now, Mike.
Well, I'm glad
Mike,
that
we mean that.
I'm glad you brought that up. Big shout out to Coach Brown for helping you make this unite with our relationship. Thank you, Coach Brown, for introducing me to Mike and putting this relationship together, man. Thank you guys both.
For sure. Okay, well,
all right, guys. Love you guys.
Love, Mike.
Love you too, man.
Thanks, Dion.
Hey.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
nigga. Everything, nigga, super size. 2 Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.